Hello and welcome to your new moon reading. We're going to do things a little bit differently than we normally do. I'm going to do your new moon reading as a pick a card. So we're going to use 3 different tarot decks as well as an oracle deck. And I'm going to make 3 different piles, and then we're also going to do a charm casting as well. So let's get started. While I shuffle, I'm going to remind you guys, my name is Melissa, and I also do videos every Monday called Metaphysical Monday. And if you're interested in that, the playlist is in the description box below. So I am shuffling in front of you so that in case something comes to you while I'm shuffling, then you might, that helps you decide which stack that you want to use. So here we have stack number 1, and that is the Dark Mansion Tarot. Then we're just going to do the Universal Waite. Okay. Any messages relating to the new moon, July 31st. Any messages relating to the new moon, July 31st. That's too many. That was just a bad shuffle. We're going to do one more shuffle. If nothing comes up, we'll take one from the top. That one there. And next we have Tarot of the Old Path. If you don't feel like watching the shuffling, please feel free to fast forward. I just think for some people it may help them decide which stack is for them. Can we get any cards for the new moon? Okay, we'll do that top one there. And then our oracle card. This is the Divine Energy Oracle. This is what the deck looks like. Clearly too large to do any crazy shuffling. Do a quick little shuffle. Get in there. There's our card. Oh, that one really wanted to go. We'll do that one. Okay, stack number 2. Dark Mansion. Sorry, I'm doing it very close to the camera. That's way too many cards. I'm limiting my range of motion here, so that way I can be heard a little bit better with this microphone, but that means I'm attached. I give it one more shuffle. Nothing jumps out, then it's the top card. Okay. Universal Waite. Anything for the new moon, July 31st. Okay. I'll let both of those go back. Tarot of the Old Path. Any messages for the new moon, July 31st. Okay, that is too many cards. I will take those two. Thank you. And an oracle card. That's stack number 2. And our final stack, Dark Mansion Tarot. Okay, sneak peek. Universal Waite. Okay, thank you. Tarot of the Old Path. We're taking this one that fell in my lap. You may have seen what that was. I did flip it over. And an oracle. Divine Energy Oracle. How do I want to shuffle these? I'm going to do these this way. We almost took that one back. I'm going to do a little bit of this. Okay. That one it is. All right, so now we have our 3 stacks. This will be number 1, this will be number 2, and this will be number 3. And I have my charms. What I'm going to do is just drop a few on each stack, give you a minute to decide which stack is calling to you. And then we'll begin reading each stack. Okay, that one fell off. We're going to put that back in. Okay, stack number 1. The Goddess, the Seahorse, and the Hamsa. Stack number 2. It's a half a locket, an angel, a butterfly, a wheel, and a button. And we have the Triquetra, Sun, Saturn, or a planet, and the Tree of Life. Give you just a minute. You feel free to pause and take a moment. And come back when you're ready. Okay, let's get started with stack number 1. We will move these out of the way. Okay, stack number 1. Okay, we have the Seahorse. I would say that's a goddess. And then the Hamsa. We'll go back to those at the end. Let's take a look at your cards. We have the Knight of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Six of Wands, Justice, and Raise Your Vibration. Okay. All right, so for the cards, I see fire, fire, fire. Okay, lots of fire energy here. There we have all wands and then a major card. So what I want to look at here is we have the 6 and the 7. Okay, usually sequential numbers would indicate a movement forward. The 7 is not exactly the most positive of cards. It can be a little bit defensive after a victory. So, but what I feel here is, I forgot a pointer. Oh, I'm going to use this ruler. What I'm feeling here is the Knight of Wands. There could be somebody, a person, coming into your life with some type of creative idea. Not really an idea, but something that they want you to do, some kind of action that they want you to take, okay? Four of Wands talks about, like happiness, stability, and clearly we see a happy couple here, but definitely some stability, okay? Preparing for something. This could be a wedding. This looks like wedding type decor, although they are not dressed for a wedding. It could be an engagement, but there is some stability there. So could this person coming in be the stability you're looking for? Possibly.
Mom's coming home, hurry up. Now pick up everything in the bedroom. Pick up everything.
Okay. We have, but we also have a victory here. So I feel like maybe somebody's coming in to give you some stability that you're seeking. I feel like you're seeking some stability. Somebody's going to come in and help you with that. Also want to note that the way he's holding this up and the way he is holding his up, all of these people holding this up, there could be a little bit of feeling defensive. So it could be that you're feeling a little defensive and that you're having a hard time letting this person in. That's going to bring you some stability. But ultimately, I see a victory here. There is a victory. I feel like maybe it's his victory. We are connected here. I feel like he does make it through to you, and there's victory. And I say he doesn't really have to be a male, but he, she, whatever. There's a person of masculine energy that could be kind of breaking through a wall here. I see a victory of kind of a breaking through a wall. With the Justice card as well, I feel like there is some balance. I'm also very drawn to this arrow, which says a movement up, a movement forward. The wands also speak to spirituality, so I feel like this could be moving forward on a path of spirituality, but also kind of still being a little bit on the defensive side. We do have some raised wands, ready to take action, but not quite necessarily being active. It's just kind of, I overall feel there's a being ready or becoming ready here. Okay, so let's talk about your Oracle card, Raise Your Vibration. I really don't feel like that needs a whole lot of explanation. I can see there is some energy here that, and even a little bit here, that could indicate that maybe that you need to bring your vibration up just a little bit. So I really don't feel like there's a whole lot of explaining needed for that card. But yes, I do see some positive and some defensiveness, so it's not 100% in either direction, but overall I see balance. There is a victory here, but I also see some balance coming in. Now let's move on to the charms. Okay. She was there. All right. Our seahorse. Okay. So let's start here. So our goddess fell on the Four of Wands. I feel like with the stability, there is a need to focus on yourself and making yourself a priority here. Maybe that's why you're having a little difficulty letting somebody in. And as well, I see it. We have this fire energy here, and it is an aggressive energy. There is aggression. They're coming after him. He's ready to defend. I see all this fire with an aquatic animal. So I feel like there's a little bit of opposition here that could be creating this this defensiveness. I feel like there's something that's not it's just not compatible, an incompatibility. Okay. And then the Hamsa I see with the victory card. I feel like this victory is not just for you, but a victory more of in a collective sense. A victory that you share with others. Okay, so that is what I have for the first stack. Let's move on to the second stack. All right, stack number 2. We have Wheel, Angel, Button, Butterfly, and Locket. And for your cards, you have the 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the Sun, and go with the flow. Okay? All right. So the sequence we have the same number of cards, don't we? The sequence I see here, I see Pentacle, Pentacle, Cup, Cup, and then we have a major again. So we have the 8 of Pentacles is kind of, working hard, getting work done, getting the work done that you need to do, moving forward and progress, reciprocation. You're starting to see results from your work. So this could be with regards to payment or something along those lines with your job. I also see the 3 as adding someone to the team, bringing someone in to help or consult with in your financial department, or possibly in a project that you're working on. And I see that once you bring somebody in, it makes you pretty happy. You're feeling content now that you've got help. It's okay to sit back and relax just a little bit. Then we have another 3 here. We have the 3 of Cauldrons as well. So again, another, this is kind of the socializing and partying card. So working hard, bringing in some help possibly to maybe complete a task, ultimately makes you happy and gives you reason to celebrate. And then we have the Sun card right after that. So, I mean, this is probably the shortest one we're going to do today, but I feel like that is very simple. There's something that you're building on and working on. There could be somebody adding to the team that is a good fit, that kind of brings in some happiness, allows you to feel content with what you're doing and what you're building, and gives you a reason to celebrate. So I feel like there could be an accomplishment, a finishing of whatever this is that you're working on. There's definitely some celebrating going on here, socializing, celebrating, laughter, fun, food and drink, And then the sun is always, dawning of a new day, positive outlook. We have the phoenix down here symbolizing rebirth, and the sun rising is the rebirth of, the birth of a new day. So I feel like possibly once this is complete and you're content and celebrating your accomplishments, it's time to start another task, is what I kind of feel from here. Now we're going to bring this card back in and talk about that. Go with the flow. Okay, so I feel like the way the cards are laid out, you are going with the flow. And I feel like this is kind of coming up to tell you to continue going with the flow. Okay, it looks like this, the flow is such a good word for this reading. This reading flowed very well. We have clear progression in the work that you're doing, possibly adding somebody in to help, or starting a team that will get things done. And then, being able to enjoy your accomplishments and celebrate and start over with a new one. It's very, I see a clear cycle here, which cycles and flow kind of go together. So I feel like this is the perfect card to kind of sum up this reading here. But these cards, I like these cards because they are very simple and they have a very straightforward message. You can kind of see there's a couple dancing in front of the Eiffel Tower. It's just kind of, be in the moment and enjoy what you have going on at that time. Okay, let's look at your charms. Okay, I'm going to take these ones off. All right, so we have creativity, guidance, and change. Okay, so I feel like because we're on this card, if there's an addition to the project, if there is another person coming into the project, it is somebody that is guided there for you. Okay, this is definitely kind of a guardian coming in to bring together the people that need to be together in order to, create this accomplishment here that we're talking about celebrating. We have the button. The button to me is creativity. It is creating something with your hands, crafting something tangible. And honestly, I would feel like this would show up more on a pentacle card, or on a fire card, but we do have it on a cups card, which is the water element, which is more emotionally based. So I feel like the creativity here that this is tying this to is more, I'm hearing the word poetic. It's more of an emotional creativity. So this definitely makes you happy. This kind of confirms to me that the project that you're working on could be something creative, something new for you, something that you have to use your hands for. Okay, and we have the change of the butterfly. Okay, so this, like I said, this dawning of a new day, a new cycle, the rebirth of the phoenix rising from the ashes, just like a butterfly rises from the cocoon. So I do see some changes that are going to happen. I do feel a cycle where something does start over once you finish, this finishes, and then you start something new, but maybe with a little bit of a change to it, okay? All right, let's move on to stack number 3. We lost a charm. Here is stack number 3. We have the triquetra, a planet, sun, and the tree of life. Let's take a peek at your cards. We have the Empress and the High Priestess. Oh my goodness, and the High Priestess again. Okay, we are looking at some intuitive knowledge here. 7 of Swords and accept what is dying. Okay, right next to the Tower. Okay, so seeing the 2 High Priestesses on the board here on the table, seeing the two high priestesses along with the empress, I almost want to say, you already know what I'm going to say. You already know. You are definitely in tune with yourself, in tune with your femininity, with your guidance. You are feeling balanced, and there's a path that you're on that you're gonna have to leave something behind here, okay? And it's time to accept what's dying. Something has to come to an end in order for something new to be grown for you, okay? So we definitely have, there might be some reading material in your future. I'm pulled to the reading material in her hands as the high priestess. But yeah, this is pretty clear cut for me. Definitely trusting your intuition. Maybe we have this reinforcement of the two high priestesses present, just to reiterate to you that you need to be trusting your intuition. Okay, we do have some maternal instincts going on here, so could be related to a child for you. Could also not be. Just could be possibly somebody very nurturing in your life that you're connected to, that maybe you're getting some signals about. But I'm feeling a great reminder to trust your intuition. Okay, trusting your intuition. There is something that needs to come to an end, and I think you might already know that. Okay, but in order for new growth, we tear this tower down in order to build a full castle. But again, there's a walking away, leaving something behind, a path that you're on that possibly leads you to your intuition, or just away from a terrible situation, okay? But I see a path leading you away. He's walking away from the tower, okay? I feel like you escape this tower before it starts to fall. And let's just talk about your oracle card for a minute. Accept what is dying. There comes a level of acceptance that is necessary in order to move forward, okay? And I feel like you're on the cusp of that. You're ready to walk. But something may be keeping you from walking, if you see what I'm pointing at here. There could be a reason why you are not ready to move forward, okay? Something is holding you back. In order to move forward and escape this tower before it does fall, you need to accept what is no longer serving you, accept what is dying, and be ready to move forward, okay? So I feel like you probably already know what you should be doing, but you're really struggling a little bit, okay? But something in this area may be holding you back, okay? Let's take a look at your charms. Okay. Yep. Okay. This is interesting. All right, this kind of fell on the both of those there. Let's start in the beginning here, okay? With the Empress, we have this, I'm feeling like an out of this world connection, okay? There's a connection, I feel like, that is keeping you tied to something that is not for you. It's out of this world. It's not your planet. It's not your realm, okay? But something is keeping you tied to that. Then we have the triquetra, the Trinity knot. That has several names. This represents several things depending on the origin you are looking at. So we have the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. We have the Mother, the Maiden, the Crone. We have several different possible originations for this symbol, being that it's on the High Priestess. And there are two high priestesses and the empress. I'm going to go more with the mother, the maiden, and the crone. I feel like this is really tapping into your power. There's, and then with the 3 as well, the empress is a 3 card. I feel like this could really be indicating that you need to really possibly have another person's input, not necessarily input, but something's telling you something's off and you're hesitating to seek help, seek advice. And I feel like we have the 2 high priestesses here, and what is up here that can help you, okay? So perhaps this is some kind of spiritual addition that you need. I'm going to move this because I feel really pulled to move this up here. So we have the high priestess here, the high priestess here, and what's up here. Okay, so it's really bringing me to a question for you to answer to yourself. Who could this third perspective person be that might help shed light on whatever the situation is? Okay, that's how I'm feeling that is represented. Okay, the tree of life. The tree of life on the 7 of swords. The 7 of swords usually is kind of somebody's acting shady or being deceptive in some way, but I see this as a walking away from something, taking, like maybe packing it up and just taking off, like a thief in the night. But these are your swords, and you were nice enough to leave him to, or her to. Then we have the tree of life, which to me, paired with this card, kind of symbolizes growth. You're moving on and moving forward is growth for you. Okay, this is like this. These are his roots, right? Just like the roots of the tree. These are his roots, and he's, treading along on his own path. He's going to make his own way, and I believe you will as well. This is growth for you, okay? And we also have the sun. We have the sun on the accept what is dying card. And I believe that that is telling us that once you accept what is dying, I just want to move this here. There. See what I'm saying? Once you accept what is dying and start to move forward and accept your growth as well, then we have a brand new day, a brand new life, a brand new you, a brand new outlook, a brand new sunny outlook I'm hearing. And yeah, I think that about sums it up. So I hope you enjoy the pick a card way of doing this, just to do things a little bit different, because I get bored easily, and you probably might too. So I would love to see you subscribe and hit the bell notification for Metaphysical Monday videos, and I think I'm going to do this style for the full moon as well. So if you're interested in any of that, then please feel free to subscribe. I would love to have you, and also check out the Metaphysical Monday playlist in the description box below. And as always, have a blessed day.